Welcome, everybody, to Vacaville Christian Schools, home of the Falcons, where today we have more Pacific Coast Football League action. Of course, the Pacific Coast Football League, Northern California's premier adult football league. Today we have the Rattlers taking on the Grizzlies, and a pleasant good afternoon to you folks wherever you may be tuning in. Thank you for spending a little bit of your Saturday afternoon with us. My name is Alex Tasker, and it's a pleasure to be with you once again here on NorCal Sports TV, and it's a pleasure to join my buddy once again here in the booth, Johnny D'Agostini, joining me for color commentary. Johnny, how are you this afternoon, sir?
Oh, I'm doing great, Alex. Thank you so much for having me once again. It's a beautiful day here in Vacaville, 81 degrees, nice breeze, 15 miles an hour about. Should keep things interesting, but also could you ask for any better playing conditions and better broadcasting conditions?
No, sir. It is beautiful up here in the booth. We're waiting on a few more details to get solidified down on the field. We're waiting for a timekeeper officially, but it does look like the Grizzlies are going to start with the ball today. Last week, the Stampede took care of business against the Grizzlies, 53-0, and your Rattlers took care of business against the San Jose Stars, who we saw a couple weeks ago here on NorCal Sports TV, 26-6. So the Rattlers, 2-1 on the year, chasing down the Cap City Fury at 4-0. Should be an interesting matchup today. You got to look out for a couple players on the Rattlers. Johnny, who do you have your eye on today?
So I am looking at the wide receiver Winston here. They've had a good aerial game going on so far this season, but we've heard that the Rattlers have been looking to improve their run game. And with a day like today, it's pretty breezy today, so good opportunity for them to try to get going on the ground.
Absolutely, and it does look like Logan Hollis has been better with his receivers, developing a little bit of a better timing. I do know that the head coach wants to improve the run game for the Rattlers. Tony Edmondson scored a nice diving touchdown last week, but you got to think their workhorse, Sharon Gardner, he'll make a statement or two today.
Yeah, Alex, and opening up the run game for them is their championship level defense. Last season, they won the championship, or should I say in 2019,
correct.
They won the championship, and coming back from that championship defense is 5 players. So if they can stand their ground on defense as we've seen them do, it should open up the opportunity for the run game to get off the ground.
All right, so it looks like we're just about ready for kickoff here. We might step away here just a minute, but we have PCFL football coming your way shortly. Do not go anywhere. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Vacaville Christian School today is the host for this game. Rattlers just taking the field. Grizzlies will return to start today's game. And Johnny, you mentioned it pregame. Beautiful weather for today's game. For those who are new to the league, this is Northern California's premier adult football league. The Rattlers will be going right to left on your screen. They are in the orange and black. The Grizzlies in purple and white will be going left to right on your screen. So we're just about ready for kickoff here. And thank you once again for joining us on NorCal Sports TV.
Yeah, just to get a sense of what we're kind of coming into here, Alex. The Rattlers, like I mentioned before the break there, the Rattlers are coming off of a championship season in 2019. So far this season, they're 2-1, which is good for second in the league. The Grizzlies, on the other hand, still have not won a game, 0-3. You know that they're going to be coming out with some extra effort to try to correct that
Absolutely.
trend.
Absolutely, especially after the shellacking they took last week at the hands of the Stampede, 53-0.
The shellacking indeed, Alex.
You're definitely going to want to try to put up some points in that first drive here.
Absolutely.
Beautiful facilities here at Vacaville Christian Schools. We're waiting for the last couple players to get set here. Chain Gang slowly making their way to the far side of the field to mark our first downs for us. Will be much appreciated for us up here in the booth as well. So if this was an airport, it would be in a brief holding pattern. And there's the whistle. So we're ready to get the action underway this afternoon. Here's your opening kickoff. Thanks again for tuning in as this one gets squibbed. Big bounce over the head at the 20. It will roll out of bounds, so it does look like the Grizzlies will start their first drive here on the 40. And so that we will see our first look at quarterback number 12, Stanford Salonius today. Make his way out of Paradise High School, Chico, California. And we all remember what happened back there in 2019, that city rebuilding. So a great story for Mr. Salonius there, Johnny.
Yeah, and I think what we're going to look at on the other side of the ball, like I mentioned, this championship defense. First off, number 17, Daniel Garber. He's going to be lining up as a safety, so in the backfield there. He's a big hitter, so look for him in the run game. Look for him to make some big plays in the run game. Looks like we've got some miscommunication on the field.
He's trying to talk to me. I'm not running it. I'm not running it. I'm doing the announcing. They're going to back him up now to the 20. We're waiting to see what's going on here.
Another name to keep an eye on in the this defense here. Another name to keep an eye on is Demetric Antonio. He's going to be coming off the edge. He's been giving some constant pressure against the opposing quarterback. Again, championship-level defense going to make it difficult for the Grizzlies to get off the ground.
Only 5 guys returning for the for the Rattlers from that championship defense. So that does make it a little bit harder, you got to think, to keep that championship-level intensity, Johnny.
Yeah, but you got to trust the organization there. You know, they had good success in the 2019 season putting together that defense. You got to think that there's some, people within the organization that built that defense from the ground up, and they can do so again this season.
Absolutely. So it looks like we're finally ready to start our first offensive possession for the Grizzlies. Looks like 2 wide receivers the far side. And we were mentioning quarterback Stanford Salonius. It doesn't look like he's out there. Looks like number 88 will be taking the snaps there. That is Stephen Carter. Garber, excuse me.
Stephen Garber, yes.
Waiting for the officials to figure out what we're doing here. Looks like they're conferring on the official placement of the ball. And they're still conferring. We're just waiting on their official whistle here to get things rolling. 5 officials on the field today. There's the signal. And Garber will take the snap out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Edge rush. Bobbles the first snap. Rolls, finally brought down about the 30. Ball's on the ground, but it looks like they're going to mark him down. Yes, they will. Terrific penetration off the right edge. Easily brought him down for a loss of 10. Johnny, that's how you're going to want to start if you're the Rattlers on defense.
Absolutely. Like we said, constant pressure coming off the edge there from Antonio. If Stephen Garber can't get off to a good start here, running the team as quarterback, he is a very versatile player. He's gotten a few snaps as receiver. He has 1 reception here, but he plays well with Stanford Salonius, who we talked about a few times before. So if we see constant, troubles and having a hard time get off the ground with this tough defense, as we mentioned, from Stephen Garber, he might get moved outside, and Stanford Salonius can get a shot.
Absolutely. So now here come the Grizzlies, 2nd down and 20. Ball on the 32nd offensive play of the game. That wind's starting to pick up just a little bit. We'll see how it affects the passing game. 3 set to the left. Quick snap, looking to get it away. Fumbled again. Picked up by the running back. Finally whistled down, but that's going to be another loss of 5. Looks like number 21 came up with the ball. That would be Luis Amaya. That's the running back out of West Valley.
Yeah, this is looking to be a tough start here for the front lines of the Grizzlies getting going here. We knew this was going to be a tough matchup for them against this stout defense of the Rattlers.
Absolutely, and the Rattlers already ready to get back on the ball. Again, we mentioned it plenty of times already in the pregame show. Championship-level defense for the Rattlers. Grizzlies going to take their time trying to get to the line here. 3rd and a mile to go. Garber in the shotgun.
Keep an eye on Dimitri Antonio lining out on the right side.
Looking.
There he is.
There he is. And down he goes at the 15-yard line, the first sack of the day. And the defense is sweltering, Johnny.
That was Des Moines Stroman on the tackle there, that sack coming in hot.
5'9" linebacker out of West Pittsburgh. And it's going to set up 4th and forever. And we'll see what the Grizz decide to do here.
Boy, we talked about the passing game a little bit, Alex. Tough to get going when you don't have time, in the pocket there to let your receivers get open. This front 7 of the Rattlers is giving them trouble, to be sure.
Absolutely. It's hard to they can't seem to get the handoff yet. They can't seem to get the ball thrown. It's going to make for a long day if you can't get at least a couple yards on the ground.
Yeah, we'll see how their defense stands up to
Here's
the Rattlers
4th down.
offense.
There's the punt. That's going to get pushed to the 45 and then bounce out. So terrific field position here for the Rattlers to take over. While they switch positions, we'll take the time to thank our sponsors who we couldn't make this broadcast possible without. So don't go anywhere. Rattlers' first possession coming up next on NorCal Sports TV. Back just in time for the Rattlers' first possession. Thrown out, tipped, and incomplete. Morris Carson was the quarterback there. Tipped at the line. It's going to set up 2nd down and 10. The Rattlers having a little bit of success. Logan Hollis, the normal quarterback there. 12 of 24 this year. 50% completion percentage. 3 touchdowns as well.
110 passer rating.
Hard to compete with that at any level, Johnny.
Yeah, truly.
So here we go, 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 45.
Keep an eye on Austin Winston here, number 80.
Carson the 3rd. Snap, handoff up the middle. Plenty of room to 40, 35, 30. Cuts back to his right. 25, still on his feet, still moving down at the 21-yard line. A terrific gain on 2nd down, and it puts the Rattlers in almost the red zone there.
Yeah, that's a tough guy to bring down there. Got that low center of gravity. I believe that was Caron Lorenzo Gardner Sr. on the carry. Low center of gravity. Good balance, tough man to bring down.
Rattlers are going to move quick here, already on the line. Carson set, handoff again. Worked the last play, might as well do it again, but this time the Grizzlies are wise to it. Brought down in the backfield. That was Doug Osby on the tackle. Terrific tackle there. It's going to set him up 2nd down and 12. Good penetration off the edge there to break up the blocking. And, after giving up a big play like that, you got to like that if you're on the defense to kind of motivate you, especially so close to the red zone.
Yeah, no doubt, Alex. This is where you want to see him stand up. Gave away some good starting field position, starting in their own territory. This will be a good litmus test for this defense, see how they're going to hold up.
Litmus test. Johnny D'Agostini with the SAT words on this Saturday. It's because we're at Vacaville Christian. Snap. Carson looking. He's going to roll to his left. Throws up the deep ball. He's got a man in the corner. Just out of reach. He couldn't reach him. And it's going to set up 3rd down and 12. Nice play there by Carson to try to roll to his left, find a man, kept the play running. And you can kind of see what the Rattlers are trying to do. Move quick, keep the Grizzlies on their toes. That way you can't really guess where they're going, what the play call is going to be. 3rd and long setting up here.
Yeah, the first couple plays on that drive, they went on the ground. That time you saw the receiver wide open in the end zone. Good play scheme, good play call there by the Rattlers offense, just couldn't quite make the throw.
It looked like he couldn't. He kept moving. If he had kept moving his feet, it would have been 6 points on the board. 3rd and 12. Back to pass. Now he's got to step back up in the pocket. Plenty of time. Go over the middle. Tipped and incomplete. Ball just dropped.
Looking for Austin Winston.
That's their leading receiver on the year.
Yeah, and that looked like a pretty good ball. Maybe a little high for him. Turned into a defensive back. Batted it down on the ground, tried to avoid the interception.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to set up 4th and long. We'll see what the Rattlers choose to do here. Well, it doesn't look like they're going to be going for the field goal here. Three receivers to the right, one to the left, now two to the left. Carson set, rolling, looking, sees a man along the flat. Oh, big hit delivered by number 5 on the Grizzlies.
That's Corey Jones' man. He also plays running back. Huge hit. He's seen a few of them himself.
Breaks up that one, and he is shaken up on that play. Can't quite make out who it was from this point in the booth, but a turnover on downs and a great defensive start for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, you like to see that. That could have made things more difficult for the Grizzlies there if he was able to come down with that catch. Would have been a first down, set them up 10 yards away from the end zone. Instead, Grizzlies get the turnover. Looks like he's able to walk off on his own.
No, you like to see that. Playing hard, but playing clean. It was a clean hit delivered right between the numbers.
Yeah, it looked like a body shot. Maybe lost breath there. But he is walking off on his own.
And we do like
maybe be ready for the next drive. We'll see.
Absolutely. Take a couple plays, get some water in them. So it's going to bring the Grizzlies back on for offense. And they started at the 40. And then they punted from their own 15. So a net of negative 25 to start your first drive is not ideal.
So what do you think, Alex? Do you think they should try to get some positive momentum going on the ground, or go for those big home run plays, try to get that change of momentum?
Johnny, I've always said that I'm a big fan of the fullback dive. I think you get a couple yards, get the momentum going, see what you do on the ground. Because it's from the looks of it, their center has not been able to deliver the ball cleanly yet for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, establish that positive gain, see what happens from there.
Absolutely. So Garber now coming set. He's got the running back to his right. 3 wide receivers to his left. There's the snap. Going to roll quickly. Throws up a prayer along the sideline. Incomplete. He's lucky he threw it forward. No protection for him at all there on that play.
Looks like they were going for the screen pass, but this defensive front, man, they're explosive. They're quick to get to that backfield.
They're running the, as I like to call it, remember the Titans defense. They blitz on every down.
Don't make it easy.
Don't make it easy. Don't let them breathe. You will notice, too, a lot more numbers for the Rattlers, at least, on the offensive and defensive side of the ball as far as substitutions are concerned. Not too many here for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies did have to travel quite a ways away. Most of the members of their team from Chico, Redwoods, Reading. So long travel day, and it doesn't look like many of them were able to make the bus today.
Yeah, we see maybe a dozen players on the Grizzlies sidelines. 3 or 4 times that on the Rattlers.
We're going to have to wait and see what happens to them as the game goes on. Here we go, 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. Handed clean, looking to throw quickly. Brought down just as quick. Oh, man. Xavier Rivers, the linebacker, blitz up the middle. The Vallejo product dropping him for a loss, and it's going to be 3rd and 16.
There's that pressure. If you can, there's one way that you can really take advantage of that type of pressure. If you can get a running back up the middle, try to get behind the line, create some space, you're going to have an open part of the field with that much pressure coming by. You just got to find it.
Mm-hmm. Still first quarter action as we're getting first quarter action here on NorCal Sports TV. Once again, thank you for joining us. I'll give you a little inside football here. We do not have a timekeeper on attendance today, so the referees will let us know when it's the end of the quarter, and we will let you know as well. Third down and very long. 3 wide receivers to the left. There's a snap. It's low. He's going to roll to his left. Garber looking shuttle pass up the middle. That'll be his first completion. He'll fall forward for a gain of 1 for the Grizzlies.
That positive momentum you want to see, Alex. No, we saw a 3-man rush there from the Rattlers. That would have been a good opportunity for them to try to get some gain on the ground, and they tried to go for it there. Just pretty creative little pitch there from Garber trying to set something up for his teammate. Didn't quite work out. This Rattlers defense standing true once again.
So the punt team will come on for the Grizzlies, and there is the first positive yard they've gained all afternoon. Again, very early. We'll see if they can build on that on their third drive. Punt team on. There's the snap. The hold, a booming kick to at least the 50 where it'll be fielded at the 48. Trying to switch field, fall down, and he won't go anywhere.
Looks upset with himself there. He saw open lane on the left side of the field, couldn't quite get there. The turf gave out underneath him.
It looked like it was Julian Wilburn who just turned on the jets and the tires didn't hold. Wilburn out of Vacaville here, Laguna Creek High School out of Elk Grove, California. Product there. So this is going to set up the second drive for the Rattlers here. They're going to start a little bit further back than they did on their first drive in their own territory. And Carter's going to lead them to the line. Carson will lead them to the line. Shotgun set. 2 wide receivers each side of him. Finally set. There's the handoff up the middle, and that worked for him last time. Got him close. Bounces to the outside. Finally brought down, but not after a gain of 11. That was number 22, Robert Mulder, on the carry.
Making some good reads.
The North Dakota product. Went to North Dakota, not North Dakota State. No Trey Lance here. Field. There's a little girl making her way to the 30. And I'm glad the referee's called a stop there. You wouldn't want to see anybody get hurt. She makes her way off the field. Found her daddy. 1st and 10 for the Rattlers. Carson set. There's the handoff again. And good penetration, good blocking up the middle. 13 yards on this one. Put him down to the 27. Another great carry for the Rattlers. Another good field position. Another good drive, rather. Setting him up with a great field position. Rattlers trying to move quick here.
Yeah, I believe that's Sharon Lorenzo Garner Sr. We've seen him constantly this game already. He seems to be their workhorse running back there. He's getting some great production up the middle of the field. See how long it takes before they go to the air there. It looks like he has no choice here.
Bottled snap, thrown down in the flat. Caught after a tip. Falling forward at the 21-yard line. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Number 13, Ron Castro with the bobble and the catch out of Vallejo, California.
Sometimes we see broken up plays like that work in the offense's favor. We see Steph Curry do this all the time in basketball. It seems like anytime there's a broken play, the ball's rolling around on the floor. Steph Curry picks it up, turns around, throws it from 40 feet, makes it. That's kind of what happened here. It was a bobble throw, but it ended up setting up the juke for him. He was able to break 2 tackles off of that bobble throw. I think it set the defense off their game a little bit there.
Second down to 5, handoff, and he will go nowhere.
There's the defense you like to see.
Good play there. Is going to set him up. 3rd down and about 8. And we'll see what the Rattlers draw up here. They did take a couple of shots to the end zone. Logan Hollis, last week's quarterback for the Rattlers, not in the game yet. So he was just starting to improve his timing with the receivers. Trying a different quarterback today. And we'll see if that timing improves. See, maybe if they take a shot to the end zone, Johnny. They've kept it on the ground most of this drive, and so far it's worked out.
Yeah, if we can see the Grizzlies stand up again like they did this last run there, that'd be huge for them. We saw their secondary make that big play last drive to stop the first down near the touchdown.
And there's motion jet sweep. Brandon Avery on the carries, looking for the first down marker. He'll get it. Still on his feet. 10-5, slips and falls at about the 3 or 4 yard line. It's going to set up 1st and goal for the Rattlers. They want to keep moving quick. I see linemen say, come on, back on the line, run it again. A terrific carry there by Avery.
Spreading the field, running up the middle. That was what their MO was for the run game, getting going here.
Shotgun set, handoff, up the middle. There's the workhorse. Can he get in? We're waiting for the call. He is down at the 1. So second down and very short. And they're going to line up quickly. Rattlers keeping the offense moving. Carson calling the audibles. Snap, handoff up the middle. Good defensive tackle. Good stop. It's going to set up 3rd and goal. Oh, they're signaling that the ball is on the ground. We wait and see what the call is from the referee. The ball will stay on the 1-yard line, and it will stay Rattlers' ball. Some Grizzlies were calling for it. Said that one went down, and they came up with it.
Yeah, they're definitely making it tough here for the Rattlers. The toughest 5 yards on the field is the 5 yards in front of the touchdown. Seeing that imminent here on the drive.
3rd down. Now, do you think a little fade route maybe this time, or you keep it on the ground, Johnny?
You know, they had some success going out wide. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like the line. Yeah, we might see a pass play here.
Well, Avery did run the jet sweep out of that passing formation. Handoff up the middle. And then it's going to be a keeper, and he's in. Touchdown, Rattlers' first score of the game. And that was Morris Carson III, the quarterback, putting 6 on the board early now for the Rattlers.
And that's huge. That's huge for this Rattlers defense. Now they get to come onto the field this next drive with a bit of confidence. All they have to do is stand up, stay true to this the momentum that they've gained so far this game, and they'll be set. They'll be good to go. Looks like we've got some miscommunication here on the field goal.
Time for the PAT. A little confusion by the special teams unit.
Running suicides out there.
Little bit of extracurricular. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. So the Rattlers will take a 7-0 lead here early in the first. While they reset, so will we. Johnny D'Agostini, Alex Tasker here with you on NorCal Sports TV. Do not go anywhere.
This broadcast of Rattlers football is brought to you by FLW Living Well Services, aiding, encouraging, and leading people to live well, mind, body, and spirit, through advocacy, counseling, consultation, clinical supervision, education, and support services. North Bay Rattlers. Check us out at northbayrattlers.com. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th graders. Enroll now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details.
So the Rattlers score on their second possession there. It was a touchdown run by Morris Carson III. And now they're getting ready to kick this one away and give the Grizzlies their third possession today. Grizzlies net loss so far in the total yards column. They did get one there to end their last drive before they punted this one away. So we'll see if they're able to build on that momentum coming up now.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup for them, though. Hard to blame them going up against this stout defense. We talked about it earlier. Championship-level defense, 5 returning players from their championship run. One of the best defenses in the league, to be sure.
This one gets boomed to about the 10-yard line for the return. He's going to look to his left, try to find some blocking. He's got a little bit of room. Can he spring it down to about the 40-yard line for a huge hit on the left side? See who that was, but you can hear it up here. That one rocked him, Johnny.
I believe that was Silas McFall on the return there.
Silas McFall. We'll see who was in on the tackle.
Yeah, we've seen some big hits today here, Alex. This has been a fun game.
Johnny, that was the kicker Samuel Dennis Hayen, the Sunnyvale product, laying the boomstick out there.
Oh, boy, you love to see kickers playing with some aggressive hits. We see it with the 49ers. We see Mitch Wisnowski out there.
Yes. John Lynch paying close attention today. Backup for Mitch Wisnowski.
It's NFL draft season. We've been tuned in there.
Keeping an eye on it, monitoring the draft. Teams getting better. Some teams, I don't know if they have improved that much. And in case you're a fan of that team, I will not say anything about them. First down and 10 for the Grizzlies here. Still in the first quarter. Looks like it's going to be another shotgun set. 3 wide receivers to the right this time. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Falling forward. They're going to give him maybe a yard, maybe nothing. Just back to the line of scrimmage.
That's Corey Jones, man on the run. Trying to break free, excuse me. Good twitch juke there. Trying to move up the middle, but this front 7 of the Rattlers not giving up really anything here, Alex.
It does look like the Grizzlies are starting to improve just a little bit. The center quarterback exchange is looking a little bit smoother. They're calling a little bit better play calls. They were trying to go for it all right away at the beginning, trying to air it out, but the bobbles, the receivers weren't quite there. They're lucky they didn't get caught by an interception or a pick 6 there.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately we've seen some difficulties with the center getting the snap off. There was, 2-3 bobbles on the first drive. That's going to be huge for them. Only way you can gather forward progress is by getting the snap off first thing.
Empty set. 4 on the right, 1 on the left. Here's the snap. Oh, trying to jump him. And they're going to call an offside. So a little bit of trickeration and gamesmanship by the Grizzlies there.
Looks like Derek Hambeck, number 23, on the Grizzlies jumping over there on that 4 wide receiver set. That could have been interesting, though.
Well, they'll mark them off 5. Rattlers will give them those. Grizzlies offense through the first 5 weeks, they've allowed 113 points on defense. Rushing, they're averaging about 54 yards a game, 109 if you count them through the air. So it looks like they're going in that same formation now. 1 to the left, 4 to the right.
Take 2.
2nd down and 5. Here's the snap, looking quick for a screenplay. Going to be bobbled, caught, and then dropped. And that's going to be behind the line of scrimmage by quite a few. In fact, behind the original line of scrimmage, it's going to be 3rd and 11. Line of scrimmage there. The line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not much there for Russell Garner. Trying to cut back inside across the field, but this Rattlers defense, once again, there to make the play.
And you got a feel for that offensive line. Just getting absolutely dominated right now. Quarterback has little to no time to get anything going. We'll see what they draw up here with 3rd and very long. Ball on the 37-yard line in Grizzlies territory. Garber in at quarterback today. Trips bunch on the left. There's a snap looking to the flat. He's got his man. That's number 2. Tries to make a juke. Terrific wrap up and a huge loss with a little bit of forward progress, if you want to call it that. It'll be a loss of 6 and set up another 4th down and long. That was Russell Garner on the reception for the Grizzlies.
And looked like Durante Johnson there on the great tackle.
The De Anza High School product wrapped him up just as you're taught by your coaches.
We have not yet seen any weaknesses in this Rattlers defense. Their front 7 is holding up true on the run game, getting good pressure on the quarterback. We're seeing the secondary getting their job done. It's going to be tough going here for the Grizzlies, trying to find where they can make a progress.
Rattlers still getting set on the special teams and make that the same for the Grizzlies here. 4th and 15. Here's the snap. Punter's got the ball. Kick is barely away, almost blocked. It's going to drop about the 45, roll out about the 41, and that's where the Rattlers are going to take over there. So the pressure is not stopping for the Rattlers defense so far. That one almost blocked. The punt previous drive almost blocked.
Yeah, pressure's been the name of the game for the Rattlers defense. This is going to be their longest journey to the end zone here, getting started, it looks like, on the 40-yard line even.
And that's, yes, that is where they will mark them. Good eye there, Johnny. So here come the Rattlers. Averaging about 15 points a game. They're halfway there.
Logan Hollis in at quarterback, I believe.
I believe you might be correct, my friend. We'll take a look a little bit closer. Here's the handoff on 1st down. Sharon Garner on the carry. It looks like it. Workhorse refusing to go down, finally goes down. And that was Durante Johnson on the carry. So you wrap them up on defense, and then you get the first carry on offense.
That's a two-way player for you, Alex.
You love to see Iron Man football, my friend. And yes, that is Logan Hollis in at QB. Sacramento quarterback via American River College.
ARC.
Second down and 8. Shotgun snap. There's the handoff again. No, he's going to keep it this time. Tries to bust one out to the sideline. Laterals.
Nice pitch.
To his receivers. Finds the block. Falling forward.
That'll be a first down, Alex.
First down. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, my friend.
That was a bit of an extended end around, huh?
I'm confused by what I just saw. All right, down he goes. No, he isn't. A little bit of a lateral. He would end up tossing it to Ron Castro out of Vallejo, California.
It's only fitting here at Vacaville Christian High School to see some schoolyard football.
I love to see it. There's going to be a whistle from the referee, and I believe that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. And that is the quarter break, yes. So end of the first quarter here. The Rattlers on top of the Grizzlies 7-0, but it's been all Rattlers on defense. We're going to take a break while they get some water and they switch sides of the field. We'll be right back. Do not go anywhere on NorCal Sports TV. Second quarter action here at Vacaville Christian School.
Logan Hall is taking the snap.
He's going to fake it down the middle. He's got his man wide open. Touchdown, Rattlers. Draw it up just as easy as you like after the quarter break. Do a flip, son.
Wow.
Yes, he will.
Ron Castro showing his gymnastics background on that one. What a great throw there by Logan Hollis. Got his man perfectly in stride for the touchdown.
Not only did he get the hurdle, which then, or excuse me, not the hurdle, the lateral to spring him for the first down. Then the very next play, they draw it up after the quarter break, right down the field on the post route. Beautiful play, and they're going to go for, looks like one here. Terrific play there by Ron Castro.
Capped off with a backflip.
I love the flashiness.
You love to see it.
Stuck the landing, too. Look at him a 9.2 on the execution there, Johnny. So here's Dennis Hayen on for the extra point. The snap, the hold is up, and it is good. So 14-0 Rattlers. We'll get another message in from our sponsors who we thank so much for bringing you this game, and we'll be back here at Vacaville Christian for the Grizzlies' next possession.
This broadcast of Rattlers football is brought to you by FLW Living Well Services, aiding, encouraging, and leading people to live well, mind, body, and spirit, through advocacy, counseling, consultation, clinical supervision, education, and support services. North Bay Rattlers. Check us out at northbayrattlers.com. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th graders. Enroll now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details.
So Ron Castro's backflip caps off a quick drive for the Rattlers. Makes it 14-0 against the Grizzlies early on here in the second quarter. Johnny, you got to think the Grizzlies, if they want to keep it competitive today, they got to get something going soon.
Yeah, this is going to be a crucial drive for them, but Rattlers defense certainly not making it easy on them.
Absolutely not, and we've said it all game so far. Championship-level defense being performed today by the Rattlers. So Dennis Hayen on for the kick, booms this one away, and we're back underway at Vacaville. Trying to cut back at the 20, 25's got a little bit of room, 30, loses the football. That one's on the ground, and I think the Rattlers have that one, Johnny. Yes, they do.
Tough blow for the Grizzlies there, Alex.
The broadcaster curse is alive and well. Right as you say anything about needing to get something going, trying to make just something extra happen on the return. This one gets bobbled, and it will be Rattlers' ball in terrific field position.
Maybe trying to get something going a little bit too much there, Alex. Looking ahead 40 yards before taking into account what's right in front of you. Tough break for the Grizzlies, to be sure.
Absolutely. Substitutions still coming in. A little bit of confusion there for the Rattlers as to who should be on the field.
Yeah, and not to mention the disparity between the sidelines here. We see a good 30, 40 extra players for the Rattlers. Grizzlies shorthanded,
About
half
7
a
or 8
dozen.
players.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're definitely up against the wall so far.
worth noting.
Looks like Hollis is in at quarterback still. Yes, he'll take the snap. He'll throw to the outside, and that one's going to be dropped. Brandon Avery was the intended receiver. Incomplete, second down. Looked for a quick hitter on the right side, tried to let him run, but it looks like he was seeing 6 before he held on to the ball.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit of a trend here on both sides of the ball. But that's okay. You know, the Rattlers, they have a bit more room to work with.
Yes, sir.
That being said, though, it would be a good idea to maybe get some yards on the ground here, try to establish some progress on this drive.
Well, remember Lorenzo Garner.
Here he is.
There he is, as we say his name. The workhorse has just been continuing to work. Another first down for him. Didn't get the touchdown the first time around. Ended up being a touchdown run by Carson the third.
So from the Rattlers here, we're seeing a lot of progress up the middle of the field. But then on the play before, from last drive, we're seeing pitches. We're seeing end arounds. We're seeing a lot of left to right movement. So keeping the Grizzlies defense on their heels.
There's a snap, a little high. Hollis keeps it himself. He'll roll to the left, pretends to throw, tries to make a move back towards the center of the field. He'll be dropped with about 2 yards left. He's inside the red zone again, and that's going to make it second down and about 2.
When you got a quarterback like this on the other side of the field for the Grizzlies, and you're also getting trampled up the middle of the field by their running back, it's tough to game plan against. As the Rattlers here, this might be a good opportunity for them to look at the end zone, try to put up another 6 points.
Absolutely. So second down and 2, ball on the 18-yard line. Hollis in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers and a running back. Pistol formation, and this looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field. And that one's going to be taken by the Grizzlies. So they'll take a timeout. So will we. We'll be right back here on NorCal Sports TV. Please do not go anywhere. So red zone offense here for the Rattlers early on in the second quarter. Welcome back to NorCal Sports TV. We'd like to remind you that all of your Pacific Coast Football League action is available right here on YouTube with NorCal Sports TV. We have plenty of high school football, basketball, PCFL football, all of your favorite local sports. Remember to subscribe, comment, share, follow them on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. Don't miss any of the action. Hollis in the shotgun here, second down. Takes the snap, looking to his left, pump fakes once. He's going to keep it on the ground. Then he finally throws, end zone wide open. Man is caught. Touchdown Rattlers. Anthony Poole out of Petaluma, California. Hollis does a terrific job keeping his feet moving, keeping the play alive. Finally found the open man, and that's going to be 6 more points for the Rattlers.
Yeah, that ended up looking like Hollis's third or fourth option on that play. Good patience there. Faked a handoff. Looked around, found his man right up the middle for the touchdown. Making it look easy out there. Logan Hollis.
So here comes Samuel Dennis Hayen to make it a 21-0 game. A little bit of miscommunication there on special teams. Yes, you need 11 men. That will suffice. Wind blowing in. It's settled a little bit, but not by much. Snap, hold, kick is good. So that'll make it 21-0 here early in the first half. So they'll take a break, and we'll get as many sponsor messages across as possible today. Don't go anywhere. NorCal Sports will return with coverage of today's game between the Rattlers and the Grizzlies right after this.
This broadcast of Rattlers football is brought to you by FLW Living Well Services, aiding, encouraging, and leading people to live well, mind, body, and spirit, through advocacy, counseling, consultation, clinical supervision, education, and support services. North Bay Rattlers. Check us out at northbayrattlers.com. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th graders. Enroll now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details.
It is all Rattlers early today. 21-0 here in the second quarter. Welcome back to NorCal Sports TV. Grizzlies set to got their 4th possession going. And the ball's going to fall off the tee. So one of my favorite little things in football is everybody's ready for the kickoff. The energy's going, the anxiety, collecting the ball, running it back, and then the wind blows it over. And then it happens a second time, and then somebody's got to go out there with their finger and oh, here it comes. We get this one started again. Boomed downfield. Going to be caught at about the 20-yard line. Running to the right. Finally brought down about the 21.
It's Billy Galbraith on the return.
The Houston Texas product. He's not a Texan.
From Butte College.
I believe that is the Chico area, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
I believe so.
All right, sure.
Yeah, not much of a return there, though. We'll see what they can get going on offense against this tough Rattlers defense. They're definitely going to want to get some points on the board here pretty soon, Alex.
I think they just want a first down, Johnny. The closest they've gotten so far was a 2nd down and 5.
Hey, you got to start small, I suppose.
Hey, couple yards, get a first down, 1 foot in front of the other.
You're not going to make up a 21-point deficit in one play. So, yeah, I think you got the right mindset there, Alex. First down first, points later.
And their backs are definitely against the wall today, as we've mentioned it briefly in this broadcast. You look at the Rattlers sideline, plenty of substitutes, plenty of people, fresh legs. Can only count, at least from brief looks over here, maybe 8 substitutes available on the Grizzlies sideline.
Yeah, 8 or 9.
Not the healthiest team right now. But nevertheless, they persist. First down and 10 for the Grizzlies. Shotgun set. Here comes a motion man. Snap. Going to roll to his left. Look for the man. Tipped and incomplete. Out in the flat. You got to think he wanted that one there, Johnny.
Yeah, looking for Mikel Salazar on that play. Couldn't quite reel it in, but I'm not sure even if he did, he would have made it very far. There was 3 or 4 secondary Rattlers waiting for that one.
So far, when you see the Rattlers defense, they just kind of spread out to the flat. They're in the backfield right away. This defense is well coached, Johnny. And again, we've mentioned championship last year. probably a favorite to make it back to the championship game this year. Hard to believe that anybody. Oh, looks like that they're going to call it incomplete there. Thank you for the clarification from the referee.
Yeah, one thing you're seeing from this Rattlers defense, excuse me, Alex, is playing with a certain level of confidence. You know, we're just seeing this defense every time they make a big play, which seems to be every single play. They come off, they're jumping around, they're hollering, they're excited about it, and I think that's given them a good edge here against this Grizzlies team, which has been more or less a little quiet, to say the least.
Rolled out, caught, and then dropped. It's going to be a loss of 2.
Yeah, that's Mikel Salazar again on the reception.
Able to bring it back this time. And it looks like Steven Garner, he's just having a hard time getting any power behind the throws, getting his hand on the ball from the center. It's just a struggle from, this penalty's going to be declined, yep. I think it was. It looked like
was it a decline there?
It was a decline. I think it was an eligible man downfield from the looks of it. But penalty will be declined. And
nonetheless.
Third.
Yeah, third down nonetheless here, Alex.
Absolutely. Third and long again. I mean, it didn't help their first drive it ended up being third and something like 35 yards, like an NFL blitz arcade game level play.
Engage 8.
Yeah. Free fire blitz. And if you know what plays we're calling, then you and I can definitely be friends. Different formation here now for the Grizzlies on 3rd and 12. Under center is Garner. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Throws it out to the flat. Incomplete. Corey Joseph's man was the intended receiver. But again, there it goes back to what we were saying about Garner. It's just he's having a hard time getting the ball away, trying to get anything going right now, Johnny.
Yeah, that brief second it's taking him to gather the snaps, which do seem to be a little fumbly. That extra second he's taking to just gather himself there is too much time. The Rattlers front seven's already penetrated, already in his face, and he just can't get his foot planted to throw that football. Not much to work with here for the Grizzlies offense.
It's kind of hard to get power behind any throw if you can't set your feet and move them.
You know, here in the end of the first half, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a trick play here, Alex.
Well, we'll wait and see. Here's the snap for the punt.
Nope.
Boomed this one away again. This one's high. It's going to take a bounce, and it's going to take a Grizzlies bounce, and they'll fall on it. Interesting play there by the special teams. And
Hey, but you know what? He was there.
He was there. He was on the ball.
He decided what play he was going for, and he made it. Something to be said for that.
Hey, I appreciate the tenacity as well. So the Rattlers are going to take back over here. Logan Hollis is going to lead his team back on the field. They've scored touchdowns in the last 3 drives. A touchdown run in the first. A great catch by Ron Johnson there on the last one. Excuse me, on the second one. And the last one, well, they punched it in with Sharon Lorenzo Garner Sr. So Rattlers ball, their own side of the field. Shotgun set, and all the familiar players on the field for the Rattlers again. Here's the snap. Looks to his right. He finds his man. It's going to be caught. Dropped down immediately. That was Austin Winston on the catch. And brought down quickly by Silas McFall. First time we've called his name this afternoon.
Yeah, that is the Rattlers' leading receiver there, Austin Winston. Came into this game with 62 yards, averaging just over 12 yards per reception. 2 touchdowns on the season so far.
Can he make it 3 today? From the right hash mark. Hollis calling for the ball. Handoff up the middle. Plenty of room.
Down by the jersey.
And we call his name again. Lorenzo Garner Sr. Total spark plug today. He's really kind of helping keep that offense running down the field and running downhill every time he's touched the ball so far. He's not bouncing east-west. He's going fast. He's getting you 5 yards before he initiates contact. It's hard to ask for much more from your running back today.
Yeah, Alex. Workhorse, bell cow, 3 down back, whatever you want to call it. He's getting it done up the middle.
He's getting all the traits. He's getting all the nicknames, all of the accolades. No running back set here for the Rattlers. 5 wide receivers. Here comes a motion man. Hollis will hand it off to him. But the Grizzlies are in the backfield, and they're going to drop this man for a lot. No, still on his feet. He's going to break it out to the left sideline. Can he get a block? Huge hit along the left sideline. It'll drop him short of the first down still, but talk about tenacity, keeping your feet moving, rolling along the left sideline. Terrific play. I think that was Julian Wilburn who took that.
Yeah, tough play for the Grizzlies defense. You thought you had it in the backfield for a loss. That would have been a huge play for them, standing up on defense, but not able to quite bring him down. Good call by the Rattlers man there, staying on his feet. Good balance, getting outside, and Tyler Palmer making the tackle for the Grizzlies.
More than a tackle, he boomed him. Looks like they're going to run a similar set now. 2nd down and 2.
They got Garner Sr. lining up in the slot.
See what they do with him. Here comes the motion man again. Fakes this time across the middle slot, caught, and then dropped. Avery on the reception again. And that's going to be a first down for the Rattlers as they continue to move the ball forward.
That was a great job holding on there by Avery.
Yeah, he had to make a twisting kind of adjustment to get the ball. The clock continues to move. Remember, it is the second quarter here at Vacaville Christian Schools. Shotgun set. Hollis, handoff up the middle. Plenty of room, falling forward. There he is again, Sharon Lorenzo Garner Sr.
There goes that man.
There go that man again, but we got some laundry on the field. There's a flag. We'll wait and see what the call is. Maybe a hold on the offense. Could be a face mask on the defense. It was hard to see from our position. And it is a face mask on the defense. There's the call. So that'll back up the Grizzlies even further pushing the Rattlers into the red zone. And they've definitely got the taste for touchdowns today, Johnny.
Yeah, boy, he's making it tough on that defense. Not only was he able to chunk away, 10, 15 yards there, but forcing them to bring it down by his face mask. He's not an easy man to tackle, that's for sure.
No, sir. First down and goal. Ball on the 10-yard line. Shotgun set again for the Rattlers. Hollis checking his receivers, takes the snap, looks immediately to the flat. A little high for his receiver. Tipped and incomplete.
Looking for Julian Wilburn on that.
Yes, he was. Julian Wilburn. A little high for him. Tipped. And we've seen it work out for him a little bit today. Little tip balls. They've been able to be pretty fortunate with that. Catching the tip balls, moving it forward for positive yardage. We saw a lateral here a couple of drives ago, rather.
Yeah, it's been an aggressive game so far from both teams in the terms of looking to score, looking to make big plays on defense. We've seen countless, big hits from defenses here. It looks like both teams are looking for the home run sometimes before they get the ball in their hands.
Yes, sir. 2nd down and goal. Same sort of setup. 2 receivers each side and the running back. Shotgun. Snap. Handoff to the running back. Grizzlies had decent penetration, but that's not going to stop them. Touchdown, Rattlers. Sharon Lorenzo Gardner Sr., the Pittsburgh product, pumps this one in again, and that's going to make it 27-0 before the extra point. Johnny, he makes it look easy out there.
Yeah, Alex, and this running game that is proving to be very difficult for the Grizzlies, that combined with that championship-level defense that we're seeing on display, that's a lethal combo.
It's definitely going to be a long second half for the Grizzlies if this keeps up much longer. So going for one, and we'll say his name again, Samuel Dennis Hayen on for the extra point.
Hey, what more is a big deficit than an opportunity for a big comeback, right, Alex?
Absolutely. The fat lady sings when it's over, but I don't hear her warming up yet. Snap, kick, hold. Plenty good. Extra point is up. He kicked it over the parking lot. Nice leg there. We'll take a break. 28-0. Don't go anywhere. All Rattlers today. So the Rattlers set to kick this one away again, as it is 28-0 here in the second quarter. Stephen Garber, before today's game, the quarterback for the Grizzlies, 26 yards, 4 of 15 with 2 interceptions. His longest pass on the year was only 12 yards, and we can kind of see why today it's kind of hard to get anything going with his offensive line, as this one is kicked away. High kick is going to be caught about the 25-yard line on the run. Move to the right.
Wow.
Dropped immediately at the 26-yard line. Great defensive stop there, and they'll set up 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, this Rattlers defense, even on the special teams, making big plays. That was a great tackle there. Number 34, it looks like.
Quinterial Allen out of Rohnert Park. I was corrected one time. I called it Rohnert Park.
As opposed to Rohnert
Park. And definitely tried to make a run for my car with how angry they were about the name of their city. Sonoma State located in Rohnert Park.
Hey, get it right, man.
Gotta. Absolutely. 1st down and 10. Grizzlies ball. We'll see if Donnie Hedger can get going. He's their leading rusher. He's got a touchdown on the year. Looks like they made a switch here at quarterback as well. We'll get who that is in a second. Low snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to get brought down hard. It looks like he almost got horse collared. He pops up. He looks like he's okay.
Yeah, Alex, that looks like Corey Jones, man. We've seen him be productive on both sides of the ball already this game. Taking a run at quarterback. We'll see what he can do.
He is their 5th leading rusher. And he hasn't been able to get much going as far as Stephen Garber is concerned as a quarterback. So, doesn't hurt.
He made a big play on defense, if I remember correctly, in the first quarter, though.
Yeah, he had made that terrific tackle in the backfield to stop the drive, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what he can do with the rock in his hands as quarterback. That was a loss of 10 on that opening play of the drive. So 2nd down and 20. Wind's starting to pick back up again. Looks like it's going to be blowing south to north.
See the flags flapping in the background.
Yes, sir. Here's the snap. Direct run from the quarterback. Takes a shot there. He'll get it maybe to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Might mark him for 1. It'll still be 3rd and long. There's 3 or 4 Rattlers in on that stop.
Yeah, I believe that was Woody Holmes on the tackle out of Antioch, Deer Valley High School.
And he'll make room there after that play. Makes a tackle. Get yourself some water. It's a weird form of torture. Hey, until you make a tackle, you can't get any water. Reminds me of my high school football days. Long time ago. 3rd down and long. And
we've got Derek Hambeck lining up closest to us here in the grandstands, number 23 in white.
Snap. It's going to go Gardner again. This time he's going to try to spin out of it and is sacked almost immediately again down at the 11-yard line. 4th down and a mile for the Grizzlies, and that has been the story on offense all day long for them.
Yeah, Alex, it looks like we got our 3rd quarterback. I believe that was Terrence Edwards, number 85, the wide receiver, taking a couple snaps here. They're trying everything they can, throwing different looks at this defense, but to no avail thus far.
Yeah, that front 4 for the Rattlers has been unstoppable today. So the punter will be kicking it from his end zone. Thankfully, wind at his back. We'll see how much distance he can get behind it. Return man lined up at the 42-yard line. Here it is. Barely gets it away, and it's going to go way over the return man's hand. It's going to take a Grizzlies bounce. 20, 10, 5. Finally picked up at the 5-yard. Interesting strategy. Still on his feet at the 15. Cutting back at the 20. Getting the block. 25, 30. 35. Still on his feet. Finally brought down to the 40. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is.
Looks like that tackle was tentatively made by Russell Garner. You know, despite that good return, still not quite making it to where the ball first bounced. That was a quite fortuitous bounce there by the ball there,
man.
Alex.
Those are the things punters dream of. Although I don't know what punters ever dream of. They are the definitely the black sheep of the football landscape. Personal foul on the Grizzlies. It's going to be a face mask, and they're going to mark off 15 yards on that one. So,
hey, we're not bad-mouthing punters here, man. That's a tough job.
They're all great golfers, Johnny. You ever notice all punters are great golfers? Maybe I played a little bit too much football in my life. Rattlers are going to take over in Grizzlies territory. About the 45-yard line. So about where the return man originally set up, they'll start their possession.
Yeah, you know why they're good golfers, Alex? It's a head game, punting is.
Yes, it is.
It's a game of inches.
There's a swing involved, too. Swing of the leg.
Yeah, sure.
Drive the ball.
Sure.
Here's the snap. And that flag down. I think they're going to mark this one off 5 yards.
Got popcorn football going on here. People jumping left and right.
Anybody say popcorn? And there's the official call by today's head referee. You know, last time Johnny and I were with you, we were in Santa Cruz for some more PCFL football. We had Stars and the Lions, if I'm not mistaken. And that one was pretty close up until halftime, until the Lions took that one away.
Yeah, we had some electric quarterback play by the Lions, pulling away from the Stars on that one. But other than that, it was a great game.
We've had some electric quarterback play today as Hollis looks to the right, finds
what
his
a
man,
move.
cuts back to the left, and again, keeps on swimming, still on his feet, moving downstream.
Boy, that guy's got a signature move, huh, Alex? That left juke.
Working,
what, 3 or 4 times on that drive?
Hey, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, shame on me. Keeps on moving the ball. Rattlers back in the red zone again. Hollis with the quick out to his receiver, and they're back on the ball again. Same formation from the right hash mark. There's a snap. He's going to take 3 steps. Looks to the end zone. He's got a man.
There
and it is caught. Touchdown, Rattlers. Another quick 6 on the board. Logan Hollis.
Yeah.
Dialing it up.
Logan Hollis,
man.
Alex.
What more do you say?
He's making plays left and right here, sending his receivers up. We saw on the first touchdown of the game, that long one, put it in just the right spot, led his receiver to keep on running. That time, just had to loft it in there.
It was Jason Washington. Can't forget to give him credit there. The Vallejo product out of CSM.
Takes 2 to tango.
Yes, sir. So he makes it 34-0 here, still in the first half. Extra point on the way here shortly. Snap, hold, kick, and kick is good. So 35-0, all Rattlers today. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Grizzlies will take back over on offense. Don't go anywhere.
This broadcast of Rattlers football is brought to you by FLW Living Well Services, aiding, encouraging, and leading people to live well, mind, body, and spirit, through advocacy, counseling, consultation, clinical supervision, education, and support services. North Bay Rattlers. Check us out at northbayrattlers.com. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th graders. Enroll now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details.
So it's been all Rattlers today, Johnny. 35-0. I don't know how much, how many adjectives we can find for the word domination for defense. We're gonna have to pull out our thesaurus that we have as broadcasters here, but hard to say anything other than just absolutely dominant.
Yeah, you know, it's this offense being led by Logan Hollis. He's doing plenty to keep them rolling on offense, and this defense is proving up to their championship level caliber.
Absolutely. The kickoff was it bounced at about the 20-yard line. It was picked up and then dropped at about the 18-yard line. So that's where the Grizzlies will start again. And
Yeah, all right, Alex. Hey, we're heading into the halftime here. We got maybe 1 or 2 drives left. What do you want to see from the Grizzlies here heading into the halftime?
at least a first down.
At
Johnny.
least a first down. You'd love to see some points on the scoreboard, even if it's just a field goal. 3 looks a heck of a lot better than 0, I must say.
Absolutely. Well, the Rattlers were 1 play away from having a second straight shutout last week, so maybe that one little score they gave up has lit a fire under them to get another shutout this week.
Yeah, certainly a stout defense by the Rattlers. You got to find a hole somewhere, though.
Blitz on again. Hey, handoff up the middle. Going to gain about a yard. We'll see where the referee marks him. It's going to be second down and long again.
Steven Garber taking snaps on this drive. We've seen the Grizzlies go to a couple different quarterbacks here in the first half.
We've seen 3 different quarterbacks, and from the looks of it, it's either timeout or the halftime. There it is. That's halftime. So, at the end of the first half, it's Rattlers 35, Grizzlies nothing. You're watching PCFL football. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll recap the first half. Don't go anywhere. PCFL football live on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Rattlers football is brought to you by FLW Living Well Services, aiding, encouraging, and leading people to live well, mind, body, and spirit, through advocacy, counseling, consultation, clinical supervision, education, and support services. North Bay Rattlers. Check us out at northbayrattlers.com. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th graders. Enroll now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. This broadcast of Rattlers football is brought to you by FLW Living Well Services, aiding, encouraging, and leading people to live well, mind, body, and spirit, through advocacy, counseling, consultation, clinical supervision, education, and support services. North Bay Rattlers. Check us out at northbayrattlers.com. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th graders. Enroll now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. This broadcast of Rattlers football is brought to you by FLW Living Well Services, aiding, encouraging, and leading people to live well, mind, body, and spirit, through advocacy, counseling, consultation, clinical supervision, education, and support services. North Bay Rattlers. Check us out at northbayrattlers.com. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th graders. Enroll now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. This broadcast of Rattlers football is brought to you by FLW Living Well Services, aiding, encouraging, and leading people to live well, mind, body, and spirit, through advocacy, counseling, consultation, clinical supervision, education, and support services. North Bay Rattlers. Check us out at northbayrattlers.com. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th graders. Enroll now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details.
Well, welcome back to Vacaville Christian Schools. It is all Rattlers here at the halftime break, 35-0. And welcome back to NorCal Sports TV. Alex Tasker here with Johnny D'Agostini. Johnny, first half started 3 punts on the first 3 drives for the Grizzlies. There's been a couple touchdown runs. Ron Johnson did a backflip after his touchdown catch. We're getting ready for second half action. Tell me, what was your favorite moment of the first half?
Yeah, we've had some fireworks on both sides of the ball, to be sure. I think more than this electric scoring here by the Rattlers, I'm loving the defense being played both by the front seven and the secondary of the Rattlers. We've seen some big hits. They're really not letting the Grizzlies get anything easy here, making some good tackles, making big hits, bouncing dudes off their shoulders. It's been a fun game so far.
Absolutely. They say defense wins championships, and today is evidence of that.
Yeah, and the 2019 championship.
Absolutely.
The defense of the Rattlers won that championship, so that idiom holds true, no doubt.
NorCal Fury currently sitting at 4-0. If the result holds today, which you got to think it might, that would put the Rattlers at 3-1, and we could be seeing, I believe it was a rematch of 2019's championship game this season. So,
yes, that is seems likely at this point. I mean, it's going to be tough for any team to come into this Rattlers front seven, make any noise against this defense, and offensively, They got a great two-headed backfield there with, Logan Hollis and Garner Sr. They got motions up the middle. They got end arounds. They're working every single part of the field, Alex. Do you see any weaknesses here, or is this Rattlers team just running away with it?
The only weakness I've seen has been the little mistakes, maybe like a little toss that's gone too far over a couple receivers' heads. But other than that, the play calling's been keeping the Grizzlies on their toes. And the thing is, you just look at the Grizzlies, and they don't have too many people on the sideline compared to how many people the Rattlers have. So it's tough for them to say, hey, we should get some fresh legs in there, get some new men. These guys, a lot of these guys are playing both ways, so I think it's just a matter of attrition here at this point.
Certainly, and those small little mistakes you're talking about, that's something different when you're up, 35-0 now. When you're blowing out a team like we're seeing here today by the Rattlers, you have more freedom to make big plays, go for big plays, and oftentimes that can eventually lead to, some overthrows. We've seen that from Hollis, a couple overthrows. We've seen some fumbled footballs, some, everything that you're talking about, these little mistakes. I think that's easy to make when you're excited, but those little mistakes are also happening for the Grizzlies, and they certainly have less leeway, less freedom to make those mistakes.
Well, we'll take one more quick step aside here at this halftime break. When we come back, second half action from Vacaville Christian Schools. You're watching PCFL football on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Rattlers football is brought to you by FLW Living Well Services, aiding, encouraging, and leading people to live well, mind, body, and spirit, through advocacy, counseling, consultation, clinical supervision, education, and support services. North Bay Rattlers. Check us out at northbayrattlers.com. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th graders. Enroll now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. This broadcast of Rattlers football is brought to you by FLW Living Well Services, aiding, encouraging, and leading people to live well, mind, body, and spirit, through advocacy, counseling, consultation, clinical supervision, education, and support services. North Bay Rattlers.
Game.
Welcome back. Third quarter action just about ready to get started here. Once again, I'm Alex Tasker in the booth once again for NorCal Sports TV. And joining me once again is Johnny DiAugustini.
Yes, sir. Beautiful day here in Vacaville. High 70s, bit of a breeze. Could not ask for better conditions.
Oh, no, sir. And we got football in April. Right as the NFL draft's going on, we'll touch on the NFL draft just a little bit here as the second half resumes.
We are just an hour away from San Francisco, for all you 49ers fans out there.
Here's the kick. Boom. Down 20, 15-10. He'll take a bounce out of bounds. So the Rattlers will start from the 40-yard line to start the second half. So we'll see who steps in. There's a couple different quarterbacks that could play for the Rattlers. We had Logan Hollis taking most of the snaps there in the first half. And we'll see what they do in the second half.
How about this Vacaville Christian campus, Alex?
Absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful diamond over there in the distance.
Yeah, multi-sport backdrop here. You got the trees flowing in the wind.
It's a beautiful campus, and when we were driving through, you saw different programs that they offer. They offer a radio program. We saw a music program, a nice big old gym. It's a beautiful campus here. Wait and see kind of what's going on here. Looks like nobody's in any rush to get to the ball. And they're just waiting on the game ball.
Also today, May 1st, Alex, the Kentucky Derby.
Yes, sir. Don't spoil it for me. I haven't watched it yet.
Hey, me neither. It's happening as we speak. You got any money out there? You got keeping an eye on any horses?
No, sir. It is illegal to gamble in the state of California.
Well, hey, I got my eyes on soup and sandwich.
Oh, no, you're just making me hungry there, my friend. I have always wondered how you came up with a horse's name, whatever happened, just like Seabiscuit, one name, whatever. Soup and sandwich makes you're going to call it soup and sandwich the rest of this horse's life?
Yeah, of course, man. Good old SS.
First down and 10 for the Rattlers. Johnny, you're ridiculous.
Fun stuff.
Well, we found the winner of the race. We'll spoil it for you here in just a moment. First down and 10 for the Rattlers. Snap, quick handoff up the middle. The Grizzlies try to get a stop, breaks away. Still on his feet, down, and there he is again. Sharon Lorenzo Garner Sr. on the carry. Hard to bring that man down.
Does look like we had a quarterback change. Hard to tell who it is. 00.
We've got a couple of different 00s on the roster here. We got that from PCFL.com.
I do believe it's Ronald Walker, I believe.
Ronald Walker. That's the Vacaville quarterback, Vacaville product.
At hometown
Grambling
kid,
State. Yeah. Yes, sir. Maybe he went to Vacaville Christian schools. Well, we'll see what Walker can do here. It's going to be first down and 10. There's a snap. Gets past Walker. Grizzlies going to try to chase him. Thrown down to the flat. It's going to be caught.
Nice stiff arm.
Still on his feet, refusing to go down.
Still not
down. Refusing to go down. He's got some blockers. He could go all the way. 30, 20. Can he get caught? 10-yard line. He will not.
It's Austin Winston.
Touchdown, Rattlers. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what happened here. Little bit of excitement there to start the third quarter. Let's see what the call is. The side judge made it. And it looks like that's going to be against the Grizzlies. The touchdown will stand. So that'll make it 41-0, waiting on the extra point.
Austin Winston, what a great play there. Evading several tackles in the backfield. That was a botched play, Alex.
That was a botched snap. It looked like Walker rolled back, picked up the ball, rolled to his right, found a man in the flat, had 3 or 4 Grizzlies all on him, broke that tackle.
He had a great stiff arm there to break the first one.
Had 5 Rattlers downfield blocking for him, had 1 man to beat, just outgassed him. Touchdown, Rattlers. Catch your breath, Johnny. That's fireworks, gunshots to start the second half.
Standing up here in the booth to start the second half. Austin Winston off to a great start. It's that Rattler passing game getting off again. The Grizzlies got to keep an eye on the run game. That was how they won the first half.
Is it even
the pass game?
But is it even the passing game when they are capitalizing on mistakes. And they're not mistakes that, I mean, they may be a mistake that they're making, but they're limiting the mistake. Okay, let's say this. They're limiting the mistakes. Oh,
Sure.
botch snap again, going for 2, into the end zone, intercepted. He's going to try to run it back, drop to the 9, so the conversion is no good. I'll make it 41-0. We'll talk about that some more here as they switch sidelines. Grizzlies will have possession when we come back. NorCal Sports TV's coverage of the PCFL will return. Welcome back. Waiting on a kicker here for the Rattlers. And we're set finally. Maybe not. Maybe not. I've never seen a false start on a kickoff. That might have been the closest. This one gets booted. Picked up about the 40-yard line. Drop, fumble. The Rattlers found it. Yes, they did. He's hyped. We're hyped. Looked like that was number 56. That was Andrew Holmes who picked that one up, and it just goes from bad to worse for the Grizzlies, Johnny.
Yeah, that is certainly a tough break for the Grizzlies. Trying to get something going. Got a good bounce on the kick. Recovered it. Well, couldn't quite recover it, I should say. Tough break.
Absolutely.
Tough break.
Before the break, we were mentioning the Kentucky Derby, and if you don't want it spoiled, I'll give you 3 seconds to turn your ears away. 3, 2, 1. Medina Spirit won a dominating race. It was Bob Baffert's 7th Derby win as a trainer. So congratulations to Medina Spirit, and we'll see what they can do in the Preakness coming up in a couple weeks. Yes, we cover all sports here on NorCal Sports TV. Here's the snap. A little bit high. Grizzlies in the backfield. Still rolling. Walker finally brought down for a loss of 5. And it's going to set up 2nd down and long. You big horse racing guy, Johnny?
No. Big horse racing guy. I mean, hey, I'm a fan of competition. So, I'm here for the energy. I can get into the Kentucky Derby, once a year. It's, fun energy at the very least,
I like it because it's a tradition. We've
Sure.
gone through this pandemic now. They didn't run it last year. They did like the virtual thing. So it's nice to know that it's being run at the same time as our traditional dates.
Sure.
And we're starting to get people back into the grandstands for things, people getting vaccinated.
Yeah.
It's a great thing to see. 2nd down and 5. Walker making adjustments. There's a snap, a little high again, handoff. Going to cut to the right.
Nice cut.
And another cut. And flags aplenty.
Staying on his feet there.
Staying on his feet. Oh, finally brought out of bounds. 4 flags thrown on the field, back at the 40. We'll wait and see what the call is. A lot of contact on that play. Man, you could hear it and feel it up here. Looks like he was dropped at about the 20-yard line. That was Garner Sr. again on the carry. This one's going to go against the Rattlers. They're going to repeat 2nd down. So all that for naught. Rattlers are definitely fired up today, and you mentioned it early in the first quarter how much fun it looked like these guys are having. Looks like a change has been made at running back.
Looks like that's Durante Johnson.
So Durante Johnson will be taking the carries here. So second down, and looks like 20 missed snap again. Ball still loose. Rattlers going to fall on it again. Walker getting lucky again, limiting the mistakes. We mentioned it at the beginning of this half.
Yeah, and the Grizzlies are here capitalizing. Their defense, this is maybe their best defensive stand thus far.
25, 35. Third and 37.
But hey, you got Logan Hollis on your team, so nothing's quite out of the question yet. He might not be in the game. They've been swapping out the quarterbacks here. We'll get a good look as soon as we can for you.
Absolutely. May not need him to. Up 41 here, just starting the third quarter. So third and a country mile.
I believe they're keeping in Ronald Walker to take the snap.
Needs to get the ball to the 32-yard line for a first down. There's the snap. Swings it out to the flat. He's got his man. 35, cuts back to the left, 40, 44, and finally dropped. So it will be a fourth down, and it looks like the punt team's going to be coming out.
Grizzlies able to make a stand there. You know, it was a long third down, but don't take anything for granted at this point. The Rattlers got a slew of playmakers on that offense. We've seen them make plays left and right here, so that's a good stop for the Grizzlies. You know, it may seem,
academic at this point.
At this point, sure, but nonetheless, there's still more games to play after tomorrow. So you got to find out where your strengths are. You got to find out when you can stand up, where you can stand up. So don't let your foot off the gas pedal quite yet. You still got a whole quarter and a half to play. See what you got going coming into next week. Try to get some momentum.
And as long as you're always learning and trying to get better each and every week, that's all you can ask for, even in games like today.
Yeah, from lowest level of competition to the highest, that's how stars are made. You got to get better every single day.
Yes, sir. So here's fourth down. Punt team on. Kick is high. Floating. Wind's going to push it back to the 40, and it's going to take a Grizzlies bounce. That won't even get back to the original line of scrimmage, and it looks like it's going to get marked at about the 45-yard line. So Grizzlies will take over right there.
Certainly the wind having an effect on that one. We saw the ball look like it was moving backwards by the time it landed.
Absolutely.
Bit of a breeze here in Vacaville.
Yeah, it's been breezy all game, Johnny, and it started off pretty strong. Started to weaken a little bit there in the second quarter. Third quarter now, it is definitely a little blustery, and if you can see the trees towards the top of your screen there by the baseball diamond, they are moving with quite some vigor. So here come the Grizzlies. Grizzlies do not have a first down on the day, Johnny. You've mentioned championship defense. This is probably the best defense I've ever seen. At least today. They make them look terrific. Motion man coming for the Grizzlies. Snap, fakes the handoff one way.
Ooh.
Tries to go the other way and dropped for a loss of 5.
Nothing's getting by this Rattler defense. They tried to do a fake run left.
Silas McFall on the carry.
Nothing get by this Rattlers defense, though.
No, sir. And especially after terrific field position after the punt and the defensive stand that they had. They got an interception on the 2-point conversion, tried to run a little bit of it back. You think the momentum's starting to come back, and then you run a play like that, it kind of kills most of it.
Yeah, they've had some good plays. They've had some good fireworks here and there, the Grizzlies have, but unable to string 2 or 3 together to put up some points on the board. But yeah, there's definitely potential there.
Yes, sir. All right, well, here's what they're going. Let's see what they do on second down. 2 receivers to the right. We have 2 to the left.
Looks like Willie Baker is going to be the receiver closest to us here in the stands, number 19 in white.
We'll see what they do. Maybe throw it out to him in the flat. No, he's going to go for it. Garner pump fakes. He's going to rolling, throwing, finally incomplete. But a smart decision by Garner there, just throwing it away instead of trying to force it downfield. And that'll bring up third down and 15.
And that's doing what we were talking about at halftime, trying to limit those little mistakes. You know, that can sometimes be a tough decision to make, throwing it out, especially when you're down 41-0 here. But nonetheless, smart play by Stephen Garber.
Good catch.
Thank you. We're pros.
Yeah, semi.
We're pros up here.
Yeah. We've done this forever. Shout out Jim Nance. 3rd down and long. Grizzlies ball. There's a snap, looking downfield. Thrown, it's going to skip, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and long.
Bit of a hitch there for Steven Garber.
Well, the last time the Grizzlies punt team was out, it took a terrific bounce, and it rolled all the way to about the 4-yard line, Johnny.
Hey, if there's one edge I think this Grizzlies have is their kicker.
It's their punt team.
Yeah.
Their punt team has been fantastic.
Absolutely. They got in a couple great field positions inside the 20-yard line. And that's a skill not to be overlooked, Alex.
No, sir. You know,
you got to win on the margins.
it is a game of inches, they say. 4th down, and the punt team coming out again. Willie Baker has been doing the punt coverage today. Excuse me, doing the punting today. There's the snap. Almost kicked, but boomed away. Big spiral. Going to be caught at about the 25. He'll make his way along the right sideline, try to cut back, and drop it about the 28. Terrific tackle there. Looks like that was number 2, Russell Garner, in on the stop.
He's gotten some run on offense, lining up behind the quarterback as a running back. Bit of a dual threat there. He's made some big plays on defense as well. Coming off a little gingerly there on his right ankle, it looks like.
Kind of see him. He'll take a couple plays off, tape it up, a little bit of ice. He'll be okay.
That is a tough look for an already short-handed Grizzlies unit.
Absolutely. And you're starting to see some heavy breathing from the Grizzlies. I mean, they've held out quite well considering how short-staffed their team is today when you compare it to how well the Rattlers have been staffed today. So 1st down and 10 for these Rattlers. Ball on the 28-yard line. And there's the snap. A little bit high. Handoff up the middle. It's going to go to Durante Johnson, and he'll be dropped after a gain of about 2. Looks like we have another new quarterback in for the Rattlers. Nope, it is still 00. That is still Ronald Walker in at the quarterback position. So they'll come walking up to the line here. 3rd quarter action, 41-0. All Rattlers started to turn it on in the second half, really. It was a score on every single drive, just about. Shotgun set. There's a snap. Looks to the flat, sees his man in the post. He's got his man. It's caught. Terrific wrap-up, but limits the yardage gain. And it'll be a 1st down, and he's shaken up.
Uh-oh.
That was Julian Wilburn on the carry. He is in some pain.
Yeah, that was a good tackle there by Derek Hambrick, but he is certainly in some pain there on the ground.
Looks like the coach is going to take a look at him, and we'll let them take a look at him. We'll take a break here on NorCal Sports TV, and we'll be back with an update. Don't go anywhere. Well, we're happy to report that Julian Wilburn popped up, and he was okay. He walked off under his own power there. And it looks like we're going to switch sides of the field and start the 4th quarter of action from the looks of it. Again, we don't have an official timekeeper today, so we're just keeping an eye on the officials and their call.
If I had to guess, somewhere the mid to late 3rd quarter.
I would say the fourth because they've switched the field. Didn't make an official call. I think when Wilburn went down, they called that at the end of the quarter.
Oh, was it there? Okay.
Just the one camera we have today, but Wilburn is walking it off along the Rattlers sideline. He's about the 25, and he's trying to stretch it out, what looks like to be a stinger. So, yeah, it is fourth quarter time here at Vacaville Christian Schools. And here we go. So, first down. There's the snap. Walker looks to his right, sees his man down in the flat. Little screen play. Plenty of blocking down the sideline. Gets pushed out of bounds at about the 40. Another first down for the Rattlers.
Got some good blocking in the backfield there. Set his man up for some extra yards. I do believe that was Earl Coates.
First time we've called his name this afternoon, I believe.
Yeah, showing some good patience on the run there. Letting the block set up in front of him.
Looks like Brandon Avery's going to make rooms, trying to stretch out what looks like a shoulder issue or a stinger. So we'll keep an eye on Brandon Avery as well. Avery's had first down and 10. Handoff. Plenty of room again.
Wow.
Breaks a couple tackles. Untouched. On his feet. Avery runs. Hops into the end zone. Touchdown, Rattlers. Johnny DiAgostini. Have you ever seen a man run as angry as he does?
I believe that was Durante Johnson on the rush there, running right up the middle. Number 20 for the Rattlers.
Untouched for most of that. Finally got a couple hands on him if you're the Grizzlies. Too weak to bring him down, and he ran knees to chest right across the line. And the Rattlers are fired up. You can hear them on the sideline now.
Yes, sir. How about that run game by the Rattlers? We've seen it all game long, just opening up the middle of the field. The Rattlers' offensive line, you got to think there's some maybe two-way players on the defensive line that's been giving the Grizzlies so much trouble there. It's got some powerful big men leading the run, leading the pass rush.
It starts on the line, too. The Rattlers' front five on offense has been absolutely phenomenal today.
Sure.
You know I got to give love to my big men.
Absolutely.
Never liked the term big uglies. You know, I was more of the big beauties doing all the blocking. Extra point attempt coming up here. Dennis Hayen on for the kick again. It's up. And the kick is good. So it'll be 48-0 when we come back. Fourth quarter here in Vacaville. Don't go anywhere. PCFL action continues when we come back from this break.
This broadcast of Rattlers football is brought to you by FLW Living Well Services, aiding, encouraging, and leading people to live well, mind, body, and spirit, through advocacy, counseling, consultation, clinical supervision, education, and support services. North Bay Rattlers. Check us out at northbayrattlers.com. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th graders. Enroll now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details.
Johnson making it 48-0. Grizzlies will get the ball back here. Fourth quarter. And again, we want to thank you for tuning in this afternoon on NorCal Sports TV. You know, while we wait for the kickoff here, NFL draft has been going on, Johnny. And you mentioned we are about an hour away from San Francisco, a little bit longer from Santa Clara, where the 49ers are stationed. I know you are a 49er fan, as am I. How do you think the draft went for them this year?
You know, I think it's maybe a controversial take, but I think they had a great draft thus far. The first pick there with Trey Lance swinging for the fences. He's got crazy upside. You got Jimmy Garoppolo there who can play this whole first season, let Trey Lance learn the playbook, study behind him for a little while there, but Trey Lance certainly has the ceiling.
Kickoff rolls through the back of the engine for a touchback, so the Grizzlies will take over at the 20-yard line. You were mentioning Trey Lance. I definitely have to think he's the best athlete available on, at least of the quarterbacks, the most raw athleticism available.
Sure.
You mentioned the high upside. It was interesting to see that Mac Jones was projected for as long as he was, up until maybe about a day before the NFL draft started. But the Niners also went after a couple big guards. I like the guy Banks out of Notre Dame they grabbed. The running back, Trey Sermon out of Ohio State. Everyone says they reached on that one, but, he was a national champion this last year, Johnny.
Alex,
hard to call him a reach.
At the end of the day, if Shanahan likes someone, if the head coach likes someone, there's so many players in the NFL draft. If you like someone, you got to go and get them. And Trey Sermon looks to fit into that 49ers run scheme perfectly. They're getting a little evolved, drafting Banks, who's bigger than the normal offensive lineman they usually go for there. But Trey Sermon, perfect running back going behind that power guard. Should be a pretty fun season for the 49ers. A lot of changes here. Jimmy G, typically a pocket passer. We'll obviously see him to start, but if Trey Lance comes in, that could not be more day and night difference between Jimmy and him both offer.
11-11 football. Eye set for the Grizzlies here. First down, snaps fumbled. It's going to be picked up by the Rattlers. They've got it on the 20. It's lateral back to the 20. A little bit of yard house football. It's still going. The band is on the field. It's Berkeley standing all again. Hey, here it is. Finally brought down, and I think it's Rattlers ball again. Oh, man.
Once again, we got some schoolyard football being played here at Vacaville Christian.
Vacky, baby. Vacky fumbles and tosses.
Wacky.
Wacky indeed, Johnny. Holy Toledo. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Have now, Alex.
Now you have. First time for everything, Johnny. I'm taking a look at the replay on the screen. Man alive. So Rattlers will take over on the 34 in Grizzlies territory. I think the Grizzlies have had but 4 offensive plays here in the second half.
Yeah, this Rattlers defense certainly making it tough. Continuously, that first half was pretty difficult there for the Grizzlies getting going. No different here in the second half, but you got to continue giving credit to this Rattlers team. They're looking energized, continuously energized. They haven't dipped at all. Constantly looking to make big plays. They can afford to gamble a little bit, and it's paying off thus far.
Absolutely. So Walker will lead him out there again after Durante Johnson's touchdown run. Looks like he'll be out there again. Grizzlies showing blitz. There's the snap. Walker looking downfield. He sees a man. Tripped. Intercepted.
No flags on the play.
No flag. Looks like this one will stand at the 20. 25. Finally brought down. Right. A little bit of life for the Grizzlies. Number 23 on the interception.
Derek Hambick. Good return there.
Only the second or third time we've called his name, but a great interception. Stepped in front of it. Almost thought there was going to be a flag on that one, Johnny.
No, I'm not going to say anything, Alex, because there was no flag on the play. So, for now,
ball don't lie?
Ball don't lie sometimes, Alex.
Sometimes ball don't lie. So, as quickly as the fumble came, the interception overturns it, and the Grizzlies will take back over. So, while we wait for them to get set, we go back to talking about the NFL draft. Our producer, Joseph, here is a big Chargers fan. Do you think they got better in the draft here?
Definitely. We're getting 2 thumbs up over here from Joseph. Absolutely. Rashawn Slater basically fell to their laps. Perfect player for the Chargers there. Could not have asked for a better fit. Justin Herbert, he was throwing with guys in his face all season last year. He's happy sitting at home watching the Slater pick. Yeah, Chargers, they're looking to be competitive in the AFC this year.
Toss for the Grizzlies goes to the left side and then brought down. Looks like it's going to be a battle loss of 2.
That was Silas McFall for the Grizzlies. Man, you'd love to see something get going here for them.
Absolutely.
I hope they, they'd sure like to go home at least with 1 score under their belts, and we'd like to see something going for them as well.
It's all about building for next week, building for the next game, building for the next series, building for the next play. Couple of regime changes there for the Grizzlies. We'd like to remind you that PCFL football is available all year long. And if you ever miss any of the games that are broadcast, don't worry. We got them for you on demand here on NorCal Sports TV's YouTube channel. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to keep up to date with our upcoming action. And I know we got some great games coming up, so you do not want to miss any of that action. Shotgun set, 3 receivers to the right for the Grizzlies. Snap.
Stephen Garber with the ball.
Looks to the left. Overthrows his receiver quite a bit. 3rd down and long coming up.
Looked like some miscommunication there with receiver Billy Galbraith.
It looked
maybe thought he was going to pull back out and go towards the sidelines there.
Looks like a timing route that just wasn't timed correctly there, Johnny. That's, again, been the story of the Grizzlies offense today. 48-0 here as the 4th quarter is ticking away.
Give them credit going for the air, though, staying in the game, staying engaged, trying to get something going. You know, we've seen this front 7 give them all sorts of trouble with the run game, not able to get off the ground there. So, turning to the air, looking to gain some momentum. We'll see what they do here.
Receivers still coming set, checking in.
Stephen Garber in the backfield to take the snap.
3rd and long. Let's see what he does. Looking for his receiver. Hit as he throws. Tipped. Intercepted. 30, 25, 20. Only one man to beat. Steps to his right. Intercepted. Pick 6. Daniel Garber. The big hitting free safety for the Rattlers. Brings this one back 35 yards for the pick 6. Touchdown Rattlers.
Daniel Garber got to be happy to add a pick 6 to his season thus far. He's been popping eyes, dude. He's a big hitter. Big hitter here on the Rattlers defense, the championship defense we've been talking about oh so much so far this game. Tough break once again for the Grizzlies, but you got to respect them going back to the air, trying to get something going.
Absolutely. Garber is out of Rohnert Park, the 6-foot free safety. And you haven't really seen it on the field today, but I can see it, and I'll tell you from this broadcast position, he's been the first guy out there shaking all of his teammates' hands, dapping them up as they came off the field. So it's nice to see him get rewarded with the pick 6 here today.
Yeah, we got some good camaraderie going on here on the Rattlers sideline.
Yes, sir, Johnny. Extra point chance coming for the Rattlers. We've called his name a bunch today. Samuel Dennis Hayen, Sunnyvale kicker, coming on. Snaps a little low, but the kick is not. It is good. That'll make it 55-0. So they'll switch sides, so will we. And on the other side of this commercial, we'll have the Grizzlies' next possession on NorCal Sports TV. Don't go anywhere. After the pick 6 from the Rattlers, they'll kick this one away to the Grizzlies. Time winding down here in the final quarter of action today. We'd like to remind you again that all of the PCFL action is available here on NorCal Sports TV. The Pacific Coast Football League is Northern California's premier adult football league, and you can catch all of their stats, standings, and the upcoming games on their schedule at thepcfl.com. This one kicked away downfield, boomed with the wind, picked up at about the 5-yard line. The Grizzlies will return it 15-20. Steps to the left hash, gets a couple of blockers, and finally swarmed by the Rattlers. Down at the 26-yard line, Johnny, the Grizzlies, can they get a first down by the end of this game?
And that was Silas McFall on the return, and you know where it's going to come from is their quarterback play, Steven Garber. He's had some good production there. He's shown some mobility in the pocket. We got an injury on the field, it looks like.
Yeah, that looks like Luis Amaya, the 5'8" running back out of Paradise High School. He is down. Take a look, see if he's okay. Looks like they're getting him stretched out. Could be some cramping. A lot of these players have been playing both ways. We'll let the trainers take a look at him, and we'll come back after this. Don't go away. Still taking a look at Amaya there on the field. Looks like they're stretching him out. We'll update you. Hopefully he is okay. So while they still take a look at him and they take a knee to, show solidarity for the player, it looks like he's going to be helped up by a couple of his teammates, and they'll walk him over to the sideline.
Yeah, it looks like he's walking off on his own power there. That's good to see.
And a little gingerly for sure. Definitely looks like it could be a knee or an ankle.
Oh, boy.
There was about 5 or 6 of them that got caught in a pile. Definitely could have been rolled up on. So we definitely give our best to Luis Amaya. We hope he does make a full recovery there. And you got to think his day is done, Johnny.
Yeah, nothing but the best going out to him. That's a tough break. Tough break, certainly, at the end of this, tough game.
Yeah, it looks like he's under his own power now. He's trying to roll that ankle back out. So
test it out.
Yeah.
Got a bag flowing on the football field.
It's at the 40, the 37, the 36. Trundles his way forward. Big gain at the 30. My fiance will ask me when I get home, how was the game? Great. I called a plastic bag making its way down the field, Johnny.
Slowly but surely.
Yes, sir.
The old Jerome Bettis style.
It looks like the ref's going to blow the final whistle here. And I think that is going to do it. Yep, Chain Gang's putting their stuff down. Referees coming to talk to the coaches. That's going to do it here. Your final score, the Rattlers 55, the Grizzlies nothing. The captains and the teams making their way to midfield to shake hands, and you'll have to see that after a hard-fought game, absolutely. We'll be back after this to wrap things up here on NorCal Sports TV with post-game coverage. Please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This broadcast of Rattlers football is brought to you by FLW Living Well Services, aiding, encouraging, and leading people to live well, mind, body, and spirit. Through advocacy, counseling, consultation, clinical supervision, education, and support services. North Bay Rattlers. Check us out at northbayrattlers.com. The NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. 5-day overnight basketball camp in the Sierra Foothills for 4th through 12th graders. Enroll now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details.
Post-game handshakes just getting wrapped up here at Vacaville Christian Schools, where today's game is now over. Your final score, Rattlers 55, Grizzlies nothing, and this one was all Rattlers early on, Johnny. Couple of big touchdowns there in the first half, and they kept their foot on the throttle there in the second. Johnny, who was your player of today's game?
Yeah, Alex, I think we got to give this one to Logan Hollis. He had a few touchdowns there. He was able to get it done with his legs a couple times, mostly with his arm. But I think what was most impressive is just the game management. We saw them take good advantage of the middle of the field with, another candidate for the game ball here, Sharon Lorenzo Garner Jr., the running back. He was just owning the middle of the field behind that great offensive line. Maybe we should split up the game ball between that offensive and defensive line of the Rattlers there. But yeah, Logan Hollis, no complaints by that quarterback. He had a great game, and Sharon Lorenzo Garner Jr., the running back, making plays.
You know, you love to see this, both teams coming together after a long fought game. Didn't see too much chippiness on the field either. You saw a lot of handshakes, a lot of helmet taps. Both teams come together, it looks like, in either prayer or to come together and say, good game to everybody. You love to see the sportsmanship. I definitely want to give a shout-out to Durante Johnson for that terrific touchdown run there. Robert Mulder made some terrific plays as well. And Daniel Garber for that pick six there to get the final score on the board for the Rattlers. So that's going to bring the Rattlers to 3-1 on the year, and the Grizzlies will drop to 0-4. Next week's action should be coming up shortly. You don't want to miss it. Once again, check out the PCFL.com to stay up to date on stats, scores, and upcoming scheduled games. And be sure to subscribe to NorCal Sports TV. Stay up to date on all of your high school, semi-pro, and professional games. Subscribe on the YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Not on TikTok yet, but I'll shout it out. Follow them on TikTok. For all of us here and all of our sponsors here on NorCal Sports TV, that's been Johnny D'Agostini. I am Alex Tasker. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time here on NorCal Sports TV. Thank you.